Hey everyone, today I'm going to go through some of the trailings from my previous pannings. If you remember, when I went to the Cuyahoga River and it was really flooded that day, what day was that? Oh yeah. Anyway, I got a bunch of sand. Remember, I didn't find anything in the river at that time, but I scooped up some and thought I'd try it when I come home. We're going to go through that. You also remember I got that bag of pay dirt, rich gold pay dirt, golden pay dirt. And I panned that in the house the other day. When was that? Oh yeah. So we're going to go through the larger materials. Remember, I found that picker in there, as well as just go through the trailings one more time and see what we get. And at the end of it all, I'll separate them and weigh them up on the scale. See what we get. All right, let's get set up. I did an audio check. There's a neighbor mowing the grass. It didn't sound like the mic's picking it up. All right, let's put some water in here. We'll start with the pay dirt trailings from the last time. And I'm going to dump some of them out in here. I'll do about half and half, maybe. I don't want to go through teaspoon by teaspoon like I did. Might be the wiser thing to do, but I did already go through it once, so let's see. Get some water in there. Classify that a little bit. Some of the finer stuff rubbing off. Oh, you know what? I forgot the jet dry. Maybe I'll run back and get that, but for now, let's just see what happens. Trying not to make too much of a mess out here. Just a little more. Starting to see some black sand in there. That's a good sign. Good. At least have some of the heavy material still in there. All right, let's see if we got anything. I need to sand that a little more. I'm not seeing anything. So unless there's some really, really fine powder gold, flour gold, I feel pretty confident that I got all that out. All right, let's try the next one. And let me know, I'm still learning kind of how to do this stuff. If you think that small pan is not the best one to use, I'm just doing it because it's easy to pan out of my larger pan. Ideally, I would be using that larger pan, but I'll have to get something like Klesh uses, his Trusty Rusty or something like that. But right now, I'm making do. And after this, I'll go through some of the larger classified pieces I did in the 1/8 inch strainer. No, wait, not 1/8. I do have a 1/8, whatever this is, kitchen strainer. All right, let's see. Wow, nothing. I did sand that, but it's looking a little like it's washing away a little easy. But anything that I see that looks like it could potentially be gold is very light in the water, so I don't see anything floating, so I don't think the jet dry necessarily would have made a difference here. Then again, I'm no expert, but all right. So I think I will conclude that the trailings of the pay dirt didn't have anything significant in it. So let's try the larger. So, whoops. Had some in that little bag there. Try the larger pieces here. Maybe there's another picker in there. Again, remember when I found that picker the last time, I was just sifting through that with my fingers dry, so maybe now that I pan it, there'll be something else in there. It's a little heavier to wash off. Get that real good See if I can settle some of the larger stuff, heavier stuff down. I am making a big mess. All right, let's see what we have. I don't see anything else. Maybe some kind of gem or gemstone. All right, I'm going to conclude that I did a B+ job on panning the pay dirt, and that's what I found last time. Where's the? Here, now there we go. That's what I found last time. All right. I think he's done. How dare he? Anyway, so I put all the trailings, concentrate. I don't know if I get the terms right sometimes. Put them in here because I'm not just pitching everything that I process, everything that I pan. At some point, I'll try my little pocket sluice, and I bought a water pump to hook up to this so that I can run it probably in the garage. I'll get a bigger container and run everything through there. I know a lot of the panners out there save a lot of their trailings, concentrate, and process that in a sluice or something like that. So at some point I'll have that set up. For now, I'll just save all of the leftovers in the bucket. So what I'll do is pour a little more water in here. And this is what I got from the Cuyahoga River. Nope, no gold in there. I know. All right, so first let's try something. And now another test with this one that didn't work last time. Oh. Wonder what we have in there. Hope you can pick up that beeping with the mic. All right. Well, that didn't work with the nugget or picker that I found. All right, turn off, please. That did not work with the actual gold that I tried to use it on. Okay, I did find a little piece of metal in there, a little metal shaving or something. Let me run that again. All right, there's still something in there. Probably just garbage. But at least we know the metal detector works. Let's go through this. Start with a little bit in there. See if we have anything from the Cuyahoga River. Would be great if I got to use my snuffer bottle at some point. I think we settled on the term for that. snuffer, right? Let's see what we have. Some black sand in there, which I did see at the site at the time. Okay, don't see anything in that one. Try a little more. Isn't it usually the case that it's always at the last few ones usually? Because it's already settled to the bottom of the other one? I don't know. Hopefully that's the case if we don't find anything in these. Let me know if I'm being a little aggressive. Trying not to be quite as dainty as I had been. I feel like if there's gold in there, maybe I won't lose it. And I thought I saw something, but it washed away really easy. Like really fine stuff in there, but not staying. So I'm not thinking I see anything. Again, I'll sluice this once I get that setup going, but not seeing anything in the pan at least. And it seems to be what you would do on location is pan some test pans to see if you see anything, and that's where it's worth panning from, processing. So not seeing anything. I'm going to run and get some jet dry. I'll be right back. Okay, let's put some in here. A little more in here. And maybe that's too much for such a small pan, but we'll see what we get. All right, let's see. Something looks probably junk metal. Yeah, it washed away. Oops, bumped the camera. Yeah, anything that looks like it could be is washing away pretty easily. And maybe I just suck. And when I finally sluice this, I'll find tons of flour gold, right? Give me a thumbs up if you think that's the case. Just kidding. Please give me a thumbs up anyway. Well, I know I can pan because I did find some gold in that pay dirt, so I know I am capable of finding gold. Now the question is, how much gold could I potentially be losing? I do plan on revisiting that site I went to. There looks like a little piece of metal shaving that's probably setting off the metal detector. I do plan on revisiting that site I went to, and hopefully the water levels have calmed down. There was a lot of rain. I am getting down to black sand, so I must be doing something right. Not as entertaining as Vogus prospecting, huh? Boom, 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 boom. Well, never give up. And again, I'll save all this and sluice it one day and never know where gold came because I'm just adding it all together. It's not a total loss, though. I did get some really good pay dirt that doesn't even need processing. Look at that. Look at that. See you later. Scum tasted good for about a minute. I almost forgot to pay the tribute. So they allowed me to film out here. Come on.